Hello guys, it's Cap Corgi. I love Soulsborne games. I love Elden Ring. I've played, all of these games like crazy. And Elden Ring The Nightreign has just come out. Now, this is a game that I didn't even really know about because my dad was in the hospital when the trailer came out for this originally. So I kind of missed the boat of the information about this all the way back. I know it's a roguelike version of Elden Ring. I've not played it yet, but I wanted to ask, what happened? Because apparently this game is the lowest rated Fromsoftware game ever. At least, in recent history, since, Dark Souls came out. And like, everything's been a banger from Fromsoftware until now. So what is going on? I wanted to go over some, like, what people are saying and so on and so forth. But yeah, people are talking about like poor communication tools. People are talking about like it's really hard to they're worried about the monetization. Inflated health pools. The balancing is off. People are talking about like a lot of major issues. So what is going on with this game? I had no idea this was such an issue, guys, by the way. So I really don't know. I wanted to get your thoughts. It's not really a big video, but like, people are having a lot of issues with the fact that like, there's no duo system. And apparently, From Software, they gave this game to like a minor group of devs, essentially, like people that they're using this game to train those devs when they're expanding their team. And actually, I think that's a huge W from Software. I think that's really freaking cool. I really like that they did that. And but my worry is, what is going to happen with the development of the game going forward. There are glaring issues with the game. There's people are calling it like an asset flip and stuff. These are terms that I've not heard from Software like ever. This is weird, man. This is weird. So I wanted to get your thoughts and figure out what you guys think. Like, I thought a roguelike. So my problem was with the concept of the game. A roguelike version of Elden Ring sounds cool on paper, except for the fact that everything I love about Elden Ring, Dark Souls in general and stuff, the character design, the lore, the expansive worlds, the interconnected worlds, and so on and so forth, all those things are kind of bypassed. And I really think that the gameplay of Elden Ring and the gameplay of a roguelike are a little, like, dare I say, antithetical to each other, because I really think they're like a little antithetical to each other. I don't think it's bad per se. Like, I really don't think it's bad. Like, it's an interesting idea, and I'm glad that they're trying this. They're trying it with this, and they're trying it with the Dusk Bloods. Having a multiplayer kind of mode with that as well. But and I understand why. Like, they're able to use a lot of the same assets and create something relatively new for a little less effort than would take an entirely new game. And I think, like, also, by the way, this doesn't feel cash grabby to me because, it's $40. And I applaud From Software for not making this a $70 game. I think that would have been a bridge too far for sure. But, it's still very clear to me that 67% on Steam for Elden Ring is a gigantic L. It might be one of the biggest L's I've ever seen for From Software in general. Like, I was shocked. I was shocked when I saw this number. But yeah, I wanted to know, like, it's not like people hate the game. Like, don't get me wrong. And I'm not implying I would hate the game. I just think that, like, these types of thoughts are just to open discussion. Because, I've heard a lot of people, I've talked to a lot of my friends that did play, they're big From Software people. But they're not really, like, they're not really happy with the rollout of this game. And, obviously performance is an issue and so on, but those things will get fixed. That's not why people are downvoting this game. That's not why people are having issue with this game. A lot of my friends are having issue with this game because of the fact that what I said is antithetical. People want to explore the world. You only have a very limited amount of time. People want to play seamless co-op with two people, one person and their friend. They don't even have that. this game is designed for trios and only trios. If you try to solo it, it's not going to be even remotely the same experience. And when you're forced to play with poor communication tools, you run into an issue. And this is an issue that I've seen with like small creators, large creators, everyone who I've seen play this game, period. Everyone just runs into different directions. And and you can't really be like, hey, we're gonna go this way. Oh, we gotta go this way. No, it's very, very difficult. They added some like, rudimentary pings, and that's great. But like, dude, what is going on, man? I think like this is like a really, really weird issue. But like, I think like some of the ideas are really, really cool. Like they added like a very interesting traversal system with the little birdies that you fly with, and with like the essentially what amounts to like a vaulting mechanic. And it's like you're able to jump, dip, dive, dodge, and duck, and like zoom through the levels. But that also makes you miss the beauty of the game and the game world as well. So that's like, again, going back to the antithetical. Like these two game modes do not mesh well. Roguelike and Elden Ring and Soulsborne, like these two things are like really, really against each other kind of the entire time. I'm still going to try it. The only reason I've not bought the game, by the way, is not because I was worried about the game. It's because I have to take care of my dad, and, he's going through a health crisis. And so, I don't really have time to really, really dive into the game right now. So I think when, in a couple of weeks, hopefully when all that gets fixed and gets sorted, I'll be able to really like dive into the game in great detail, because I really do want to play the game. I love Fromsoftware. I played like every single Fromsoftware game there is. And so I love the combat, I love the world, but like also the thing is like, this is very much like you zoom through and you don't get any lore, really. You don't get any like real background stories or anything like that. And it's like, dude, this is like taking out all of the elements of Fromsoftware games that keep me interested in Fromsoftware games as well. Do you guys feel the same? Am I completely off basis? Like, I really don't know. I could be completely off basis, and if I am, totally fine. Do let me know that in the comments below. And do let me know also why you think Nightreign might not be liked by a lot of people, and like why a lot of people are actually quite negative on the game. Because I think like the situation is a lot of people were taken by surprise from this game. Like, I took one look at the trailer for this, and I was like, oh yeah, I know what this game's going to be. And like, it's not going to be something that I'm going to be super, super giga into. I do love roguelikes and I do love Soulsborns, but like, I knew these things were going to be antithetical to each other. But like, I didn't mind that. I was gonna try it anyways, but it just happened. Health issues happen. You got to take care of family when they happen. But like, the real big problem is that like a lot of people were blindsided, and I don't really know how they were blindsided. It's very clear what this game was going to be. But yeah, people were definitely blindsided. And I would love to see what other people are thinking. I just want to bring up some more discussion, some more open discussion. I believe in open discussion. I believe in open communication. I believe in talking about the good, the bad, and the ugly. As a big Fromsoftware fan, I would love to hear everyone's thoughts. This is what my community is based on. My community on Twitch and on YouTube is always based around open and interesting communication about hard questions, sometimes even harder questions. Like, I love hard questions. I don't think we should shy away from any of these hard questions. I want to hear it all, man. I want to hear it all. Do let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Why do you think Elden Ring the Nightreign might be less well liked? Because I like Elden Ring is one of the best games ever made, and going from one of literally the top best games ever made, the game that popularized Soulsborns, to like an entire group of people that never touched the Dark Souls series. Elden Ring was their first game. It was, my, what is it, like 7th game in the series, personally, but like, it was everyone else's, it was not everyone, but it was like a whole bunch of people. Like, I would say like, I think it introduced like probably 75% of the player base for Elden Ring was brand new first Soulsborne players. And then they went back and played Dark Souls and stuff, which is super cool. I love that. But like, this was the breakout point for a lot of people. And to go from that to this, 67%, is a huge drop. And that cannot be overstated. Like, that is a huge drop. Like, but I just want to know why. I just want to know your thoughts as to why, your thoughts as to what you guys think might have happened. That's all this really is. Why has Elden Ring Nightreign essentially become the worst rated Dark Souls game, or Fromsoftware game ever? That is my question, and I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Give some awesome discussion, talk about it, and let us have some fun talking about these issues. And also, if you are playing Nightreign and you really love it, or if you've tried Nightreign at all, what is your favorite character class? The one that looked most interesting to me is the big tanky boy who's like the half griffin thing with the halabardo, and I really love that, the halberd, and I really love that. And I would love to see, that would be like the first thing I try. And this big axe dude, that too. I love tanky boys. This is my boys. Big great sword wielders or whatever like that. Though everything looked cool. Like I think the character classes look really, really dope. I think traversal looks really, really cool. And yeah, dude, that's the little vaulting mechanic. I think adding that is super cool. But it also, like, kind of makes you lose the very methodical approach that you normally take from software games. So that's always been my worry about it. But definitely give me your thoughts, and catch you guys in the next video. I would love to give a follow-up for your guys' thoughts and, make more discussion. And I would also love to, hopefully in a couple of weeks, next week probably, be able to play Elden Ring Nightreign on stream. So if you guys are interested, hop over to Capcorey on Twitch, and I'll be putting the gameplay up whenever I get it done and get it, added on and time to play and everything like that. I will definitely give my thoughts in footage and video on here on YouTube as well. So make sure to give this channel a subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Hit that bell so you can get notifications about my discussions for this and gameplay for this and every other game type out there. I love Soulsborns. I grew up on them. I actually played Kingsfield before I knew what Fromsoftware was. So I'm an OG, man. I love these things, but I would love to hear your guys' thoughts. Catch you guys in the next video.